Minnie Driver's reminiscence of Matthew Perry, I know now that his pain was great. In an obituary that appeared in the British daily The Guardian, Minnie Driver talked about her fond memories of acting with Matthew Perry in a 2003 Chicago production of David Mamet's Sexual Perversity. Driver wrote, "He was like a light, even though he had been in a good place when we were doing the play. He was one of those individuals who simply lifted the spirits of others. They managed to keep you from being drawn into their misery or agony, and from what I can tell now, his agony was severe. Matthew was one of the fastest people you would ever come across, viciously funny in the ways he would react to people," she went on. "You couldn't get away with anything around him. He was never mean. Instead, he would always do this hilariously timed thing where he would nod off in the middle of one of my long stories. He was truly kind and the most self-deprecating person I've ever met. If someone asked for assistance, he would provide it." At times, Perry's true acting abilities were eclipsed by the fame brought about by the TV show Friends' meteoric rise in popularity. She wrote, "We must not forget that Matthew was a very good actor. With the exception of one, all of the reviews for our play that I recently read were excellent. Some people only want Chandler, and I don't know that I'm allowed to be anything other than that," is how I recall him responding to it. Even though that character would always be recognizable and adored, it was obvious that he was much more than that. It was quite a snug fit. A portion of Matthew's internal conflict stemmed from his strong identification with a role he loved and excelled at. It felt like a tug of war, but it also kept him in one spot. It's also always hard, in my opinion, to accept the possibility of your fallibility if you battle addiction and lead an amazing, unique life where everyone adores you unconditionally. Friends, lovers, and the big terrible thing, Perry's brutally honest memoir from 2022, was difficult for Driver to read. Last year, I saw him while he was on his book tour. Hearing him explain that he had, in a sense, exercised it by putting all that difficult stuff out there was such a comfort, she remarked. "I am so appreciative that he was able to witness the extent to which people outside of Friends loved him in that book. In the end, it appeared to be a good thing."